Good morning, you guys. It is one day before the Vienna City Marathon, which I've decided to run pretty spontaneously. I would try not to think about it too much because when I start thinking about it too much, I'm like, what the was I thinking? About a week and a half ago, one of my friends who did get a ticket for it told me that she had to drop out because she got injured and she was looking for somebody to take over her ticket. So we are going to be doing this marathon tomorrow with essentially no training. I mean, it's not like I'm not fit at all. I do work out, but I haven't done much cardio or any run training in quite a long time, actually. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go. Plus, I also do have 2 exercise classes today. I have ballet at 10 and I have Pilates later in the day at 4 and marathons tomorrow. It'll be fun. Okay, we're on our way now to the hall to pick up the race numbers, so I'm gonna meet my friend there. We got the goods. We have our starting number, little starter pack thing, and a running magazine. So maybe if I read this whole magazine today, then I'll be ready to do the marathon tomorrow. It's just gone past 6. We've been to ballet, we've been to lunch with a friend as well and had a ton to eat. It was this Filipino place that did adobo fried rice with a fried egg and also ube French toast, which was really, really good. After that, went to a Pilates class and we just walked around the city a lot. So actually, I am quite tired. I think at this point, I've done 12,000 something, 15,000 steps. Honestly, I am overall super wiped, but it's not in any specific part of my body. So I'm hoping that my legs will be okay for tomorrow. Yeah, we did have ballet and Pilates today, but it wasn't too heavy on the legs. So I think it should be fine. I have everything I need. So when I get home, I'm gonna lay out all of my stuff for tomorrow and try to get an early night. I wanted to pass by the grocery store because I barely have any food left in the house. I'm also wondering what the hell I'm gonna eat for breakfast tomorrow. But because it's Saturday, the stores close at 6 for the most part. And I got there at 5:57. And at that point, they had already closed the entrance and they were only still letting the people who were already inside finish their shopping, but they weren't letting anybody in. So I couldn't get anything. I think it's just gonna be some sort of pasta with, I don't know, soy sauce. But to be honest, I do still feel very full because that was a massive lunch that we had. So that might just carry me through for the rest of the evening because if you eat too close to bedtime, it's not great for your sleep quality anyway. We've made it back home and now I'm just sitting relaxing, waiting for my laundry to finish so I can hang it before going to bed because what I plan to wear tomorrow still needs to be washed. So we're washing it now and hanging it before we go to bed. It's gonna be ready by tomorrow. And while I wait for that, we're just going to look at the little race plan. So we're gonna start all the way up here and then go down the Reichsbrücke. This is actually where my offices are. And then we're gonna go this way through this entire well, actually not through the entire thing. We're gonna go here and then we're gonna go down here, kilometer 7, kilometer 8, kilometer 9, and then left towards the ring. So like this is basically the ring of Vienna. So you can see we're gonna go 9, 10 down here. And then instead of going around, we're going to turn left again at Karlsplatz and run all the way down here, all the way to Schönbrunn. And then all the way back up Maria-Hilfer-Straße. This is like one of the main shopping streets as well in Vienna. Left here, continue going around the ring and then up here, then cut across the Donau, kind of run along the river. And then this time you can see 27. So where is it? Like here, we're gonna be around halfway through. Can I do math? Here we're gonna be halfway through. Yeah, and then go along the Donau all the way 27. Am I blind? Oh yeah, we're gonna go okay, we're gonna go left here. We're not gonna go this way. Are we? No. 26, can I not even keep track of numbers? 27, and then we're gonna go up here. And this time we're gonna go up here, down here, and then all the way here now to this end and then back. And then by this time we only have 7 kilometers left. And then, okay, we head back along the Donau this way, 38, 39, and then do the home stretch again around the ring in the city center, and then finally finish here in the middle of the city. So that is the plan. You know, when I look at it laid out like this, oh, my laundry's done. When I look at it laid out like this, it looks a lot more like, now I'm realizing how much I'm actually gonna have to run, which sounds so stupid. And here they show you like the elevation and everything as well. Okay, let me get my laundry. It's marathon day. It's 6:26. Unfortunately, I can feel that my lower calf muscles are a little bit sore from the ballet yesterday. We've gotten a great full nights of sleep according to my Fitbit. 8 hours, 20 minutes of actual sleep. I'm feeling well rested. I woke up before my alarm, so that's always a good thing. I have about an hour and a half until I need to leave. I'll get up, get ready, make sure we have everything that we need, have breakfast, and then head off. It's such good timing. My alarm is ringing right now. You guys, this flat is an absolute mess right now. So this is the fit that we're working with. My most high impact sports bra. I got this from a brand called LNDR, and it was actually a little bit too tight for me when I bought it because I bought it online, but I've lost a little bit of weight, so it does fit much better now. It is, like I said, super snug and very high impact. I have this running belt thing that my mom got for me ages ago, and you can see it has these little openings here. My little magnesium tablet thing. Oh, I'm supposed to drink this. I thought this was like one of those sugar things that you take while you're running. Okay, maybe I'll actually just take this now. But in theory, this could go, you know, in the running belt. But actually, let's take this now. Cheers. Oh, it tastes good. I feel like some of these fizzy drink tablets don't taste that good, but this is actually very nice. I just got a chunk of pulse tablet in my mouth. Ooh, that's sour. Now that we're getting closer to the time that I have to leave, I am getting more and more nervous. This is my breakfast. 2 slices of toast with peanut butter and honey, and sprinkled with a little bit of coconut flakes. Would that work? So we have the running belt, and then we have these pants. It's a brand called Unit in Australia. They do have pockets on both sides, which is necessary because I want to keep my phone with me. The shirt, which is from a brand called CMP, and I actually bought this right before I did the Red Bull 400 2 years ago, I think, in Innsbruck. That was super, super fun. And this material is super lightweight, comfortable, everything. So I think this is gonna have to be the fit for the day. The socks are from Bombas, but I'm also really considering bringing an extra pair of socks with me because this is like a long time to be running. It's probably gonna take me over 5 hours to finish it. If I do finish it, part of me is scared that I won't even finish it at all, or that I won't be fast enough to finish it, if that makes sense. What if it takes me 10 hours and the cutoff time is 6 hours? So I could still finish the length of the thing, but if it takes me so long that I miss the cutoff, and then I won't have anything to show for it. Like no medal, no time, no nothing. And getting ready and everything, I'm just like looking at myself and I look relatively fit. I mean, I am relatively fit. And I look like the kind of person who could conceivably do a marathon, but am I? I don't know. I never do cardio, guys. And it really does not help that some people that I know are telling me about other fit people they knew who ran a marathon and then got a heart attack in the middle of the course. I don't need that information. Matthew. And then also just thinking about the most that I have ever done was a 10K. And that was also one time. Even at like the height of my running phase, you know, it was like 2 years ago, and I was running 5 times a week, which is also how I gave myself plantar fasciitis in my foot. Even then, I was only running 5 kilometers in each go. Do you guys say kilometers or kilometers? I actually had a dream last night. Like I dreamt that I was at the marathon, and it took me so long to get past the entrance because they had these kind of turnstiles where you have to show your code. But then I got pulled aside for like a random check and they were asking me all these questions, and it took so long that by the time I got past the entrance and had to like go find my place, they were already starting the waves, and I had to super quickly find my starting spot, and it was all very hectic and rushed and stressful. The nerves are definitely coming through. I think the hardest part will be at the halfway point, because at that point, you know, you'll have been running for almost 3 hours, and then you see the half marathon end point, where if you're doing the half marathon, you go to the left or to the right. You know, there's like literally a fork in the road, and if you stop at the half marathon, you go to the left and you're done. But if you're doing the full marathon, you have to go in the other direction, and you know that you're only halfway through. And obviously if I do the half, there's no medal. So I have to do the full. It would be so sick. Maybe not the wisest decision in terms of training and health. Like, obviously you should train for something as big as this, you know, because I could very well get injured as well. I have no idea. I could get a heart attack. Guys, I'm 31. All right, people younger than me have had heart attacks. You never know. But anyway, it's not very sensible to do something like this with no training, but I would love to still be able to do it. Okay, it's 7:30. I'm gonna finish my breakfast, have a bit more water, and then start getting my things together to go. This is the final fit. I'm just wearing this hoodie right now to stay warm. Apparently for bag drop, I actually don't have a bag drop option, which means that I either have to go there cold, or I just looked it up, and apparently what you can do is wear old clothes that you don't want anymore to stay warm, and then you can just take them off and leave them there, and then they'll be collected and then donated to charity shops and stuff, and then resold for a fair price. So I'm just going to wear this to stay relatively warm, and then I'm just gonna leave it there, and they're gonna collect it and donate it anyway. So this is what the fit looks like. I got my bib number. These are the shoes that I'm wearing. These are the, what are these? Mizuno Wave Rider 27s, which are actually my only pair of running shoes. So that was an easy choice there. That is everything. Now I'm just waiting for my phone to charge as much as possible before we head off to the marathon. Oh my God. Okay, I decided to put on a skirt as well. I must look like an absolute lunatic right now. I actually really need to go to the bathroom before we go.
Und jetzt wollen wir euch hören. Vienna, are you ready to make some noise? 3, 2, 1.
You guys, it's been like 2 minutes already. I need to poop. You guys, I think I found my pacer for this, at least for the next stretch. That guy right there in the green top, good pace. I think I'm just gonna try to stick with him. Because I just passed one old guy with a sign who, it says, "Ihr habt es so gewollt," which basically means you guys signed up for this. You guys, there's so many people here with such good, like such funny signs. One said, "All I do is Wien, 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 no matter what." But by the time by the time I clock what the sign is and get out my phone, I've already passed it. Also, I completely forgot to start my Strava when the race started. So I think we were already running for about 5 or 10 minutes before I remembered. But I've done it now, and I still have my pacer. Where is he? There he is, in front of me. So if all goes well, I'll be spending the next 5 hours looking at the back of his shirt. this stretch is the stretch that Eliud Kipchoge ran when he did his like record-breaking 1 hour 59 marathon length pace. It wasn't an official world record, I think, because it wasn't a marathon. It was just marathon length. But this is basically the way that he ran, up and down, I think 6 times. 3K down. All right, 3K down. Fucking 39 to go. You guys, I'm so puffed. Yay! Puffed. Yo, look at this guy. All right, still got him. Got a little snack to keep us going through. I have no idea how far we've run at this point. I think maybe around 11. I've had to say goodbye to my pacer to get some water. I still see him way up ahead, but I think this might be it for us. Caught up to him. Hi. Girl, some sweet grandma just gave me a marshmallow. I was so excited for the Devil Wears Prada 2. Hey, 20 kilometers, let's go. Okay, so this is where we would decide if we stop with a half marathon or if we do this whole thing again for the full marathon. This is where I was, I don't know, fucking 6 hours ago, knowing that I would get to the point where I'd have to choose between the half or the full. I think my pacer's doing the half. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to him now. There he goes. 42:21. Okay, I quickly caught up to my pacer, said thank you, said hi. Now we're kind of flying solo for the second half of this marathon. Okay, we've passed 28 kilometers. My legs are absolutely killing me, but since we're in this really nice park stretch again and we've reached 28, as a very special treat, we're going to change our socks. Okay, we got some gels. I've never tried one of these before, so. Oh, that was right. Guys, I can see the finish line from here. I'm in so much pain, I want to cry.
Sind, glaube ich, keine 3 Minuten mehr vom Finish entfernt.
Guys, I can see the finish
Sind
line.
auf der Zielgerade, liebes Publikum, schicken wir einen lauten Applaus nach oben! Wenige Gründe vor der Schlussfrage. Leute noch weiter, bravo!
You guys, we did it! I'm so tired. Oh my god.
Good job, you made it.
Thank you. Oh my god. Alrighty, so marathon is done. We got this whole bag of goodies as well, and I think like a lot of snacks and drinks. Forgive me, I'm shaking. I'm so cold and tired. But it was actually so nice because right at the very end, kind of like after I crossed the finish line already, who do I see but my cousin and my aunt like cheering me on. They're like, go Kat, go Katrina, go Katrina. And it was like extra surprising as well because the entire time you know, everyone's like saying go Victoria because that's the name that I had on my bib because I took my friend's place. So then when I heard my own name, I was like, huh? Only to see my cousin, my aunt standing right there. And it turns out that they were also kind of just in town for the day because I barely told anyone that I was doing this. You know, a couple of colleagues from work knew and some of my friends, but I tried not to tell anyone because I was like, I just wanted to kind of get through it by myself and then tell people afterwards. But yeah, so they didn't even know. And because I was so slow, I was one of the last people to finish. And there's basically, what do you call it? The Fangauto, whatever. You know, it's like the last car that kind of slowly drives along and collects the very last runners. And that car was not all too far behind me. But so my cousin, my aunt, they happened to be in the area and they were like, oh, you know, let's watch that car and cheer on the very last runners. And then they saw me and they're like, hang on, that looks like Kat. So they caught me at the very end and got me a slice of apple cake and an iced tea, which was super sweet. And now I've made it all the way back out to the area that I live. Got my stuff. And it was actually very fortunate as well that they were there, because when I had about 8 kilometers to go, the weather all of a sudden completely turned and it was pouring down rain. I could have sworn it was also hailing for about 20 seconds. And because of that, by the time I finished, everything was completely wet. Like my shirt was soaked, my shorts, my shoes, everything was wet. So I was really cold, but happily, my cousin had an extra shirt with her that I could change into, so I'm not absolutely freezing. And they also had this like rain poncho thing with them that they could also give me for me to wear home. Okay, so I just had a little FaceTime with my dad and my brother, a little catch up, told them about the marathon, and my brother was like, you must absolutely take a bath, not a shower, because apparently your toes cramp up and you end up walking with like claw feet or something in the 2 days after the marathon if you don't take a proper bath or, you know, like don't recover properly. So even though I've already showered, I'm going to fill up the bathtub a little bit, like this much, and I'm just gonna soak my legs and my feet, and I do have bath salts as well, so we're gonna do that, and then we're going to go to bed. It's the next day now. I'm headed off to work now, and my feet are in so much pain that I've taken my bike to the U-Bahn station instead of walking, which would normally be 15 minutes. But honestly, every step is like torture right now. Oh God.